Hello and welcome to the last episode of the GTLA Lakers 818 podcast for the 2017-2018 season. It's Friday, April 13th.
Mamba Day.
And Friday the 13th.
Friday 13th.
Oddly, wow. Season's over, guys. Season ended Wednesday in the Lakers finale against the Los Angeles Flippers. Which the Flippers.
The Flippers.
Yeah. A game I didn't even watch.
Right?
I think that's the second game this season. I think that's number 2 for me that I didn't watch. There was a Sacramento Kings game earlier in the year I missed. And I think in this Clipper one, I think is the second game.
I haven't watched probably at least 6-7 games for sure.
Yeah. No. Dude, that DVR just saved me, dude. Getting a DVR saved me this year for sure.
Right.
Yeah, so let's talk about what we're going to talk about today. Tomorrow's the start of the playoffs. So we will be doing at the end of the podcast a NBA playoff prediction analysis little segment. Really excited about that. I'm really excited for these playoffs.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Too bad Lakers aren't in it, but yeah.
That'll be our first non-Laker, I guess, content, but we'll just throw it on at the end if you don't want to hear it.
It's good basketball.
Yeah, but no, it's gonna be good. For the Lakers, we'll quickly run through the Lakers' last 4 games since the last podcast, which was after that Spurs game, that really crazy overtime thriller against the Spurs, where Kuzma took over. Since then, we went 1-3 with losses to the T-Wolves, Utah, Houston, and then we beat the Flippers the last game of the season. Quickly run through those games because, I don't know, the season was over. Those games weren't exciting.
I mean, yeah.
If I have to watch Alex Caruso start at point guard anymore, I'm going to...
You don't see Ingram, you don't see Kuzma.
No Lonzo.
Lonzo, obviously. And it was just... Yeah, I mean, Josh Hart, he played well, but, hey, Randall, the Iron Man, 82 games, but yeah, it wasn't exciting. I mean, we're not making the playoffs, so
yeah, no, we'll quickly run through those games. We'll talk about.
It wasn't exciting, but
we gotta give some love to Josh Hart because this fool, he's balled these last 4 games. He really stat lines.
That
insane.
Fortnite, I'm telling you, man, it's that Fortnite.
Yeah, we'll talk about Andre Ingram and his gray hair and him balling up.
Hey, he was nice though.
Yeah, dude. No, it was a great story. Stay in your lane. I was actually really motivated and not motivated. I was really inspired by Andre Ingram. We'll take a look at the Lakers' current roster now that the season's over. There's only 5 players under contract for Lakers right now, so we'll kind of look at that. We'll give out Laker awards. MVP, Defensive Player of the Year,
Isaiah Thomas,
Rookie of the Year, and I have one category I made up to talk some more. We'll talk about Kobe's new show. It's Mamba Day, so we gotta give some love to Kobe on the last episode. And I have some random statistical trivia I'm gonna do with you. I'm gonna see if you can. I looked at the numbers, and it'll be fun. It'll be quick. All right, let's get into this. Let's just quickly run through these games because these games were nothing exciting. First game was against the T-Wolves. This was a game Kuzma sprained his ankle and he hasn't played the rest of this. He didn't play the rest of the season. Randall had 20 and 10, was 10 for 10 from the line.
Really?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's really good. That's really impressive.
That is really impressive.
Zubac had 14 and 9, and
Zubac.
And Josh Hart, just like Randall, had 20 and 10. Let's talk about Josh Hart real quick. This is not even including the last game, but his stats for those first 3 games since the last podcast: 22 points, 7 rebounds, 2.3 threes a game, 1.3 steals, almost a block, 22 and 7 in 3 games.
Josh Fart.
And I think that, if I'm not mistaken, he scored 30 in the last game. Let me look.
Yeah, no, man, he's been playing super efficient. Before he even got injured, before he even injured his hand, and since he's back now, dude, he's been playing really efficient, just hitting threes. That what stood out to me was that, you remember you seen the game Fortnite? This guy, he hit like a wide open 3 against the Clippers, and he's like wrapping his hand like he's putting on a Band-Aid of this Fortnite game. I don't know, it's funny, but dude, he's been super solid. Like, we've needed him. Like, we lost. I felt like if he was playing more towards the end of the season, if he didn't get injured, I think he would have been a difference maker in a few games for sure.
Yeah, his Fortnite stuff's pretty funny. We posted on our Instagram, which is at GTLA Lakers 818 on Instagram. Follow the page. Video of Josh Hart. I mean, I guess there's this thing called Twitch where you kind of live stream yourself playing the video game.
Right.
And he did it it was Josh Hart, Kuzma, Larry Nance, and Frank Kaminsky from the Hornets playing. Yeah. And it was just funny. There was funny banter going on. It was just, yeah.
Yeah, there's another one where Kuzma, I don't know, he mocks it. He's talking about, someone mentions Paul George and he says tamper, and he like makes a funny joke out of it. But yeah, man, it's interesting stuff. Like, these guys are really on video games like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, we saw that one thing. It was reported he once played like 10 hours straight before
That's
a
crazy.
game.
How do you do that? Like,
yeah.
If I was in the NBA, I couldn't imagine playing like a game, like a video game or whatever on TV, like for 10 hours straight. Like, I was like, man, I gotta eat something.
You got too much free time. That means then
I gotta get some shots up or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's been playing well.
Yeah, no, dude, I'm like, we talked about this on one podcast before where I was saying how Josh Hart kind of made it Clarkson and Nance like replaceable, but I thought about it this morning. I was like, no, it was both the Kuzma and the Hart, because Kuzma is the Nance replacement, like whatever, like the 4 position wise, and Hart was like Clarkson's replacement. So if you draft well, which the Lakers need to do again, hopefully this year, it really helps the team. Because what's good is like, these guys
are still under contract. They're playing amazing.
Yeah, that's just what hit me. I think there's a big difference between the contracts for second rounders versus first rounders, and the Lakers luckily got them both in the first round. So like, their contracts are long, and like they're kind of stuck at their cheap contracts for a while. I think if you're a second rounder, like, you only get like a 2-year deal or something.
2-year, right? They're on 4 years, right?
Yeah.
So, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, hey, that's great.
No, that's really
good. And the
good.
Lakers, they got a first-round pick in the trade for Isaiah Thomas. So, hey, hopefully if they can land another dude, like,
hey, they get a superstar this year, next year, and they'll still have this young core. Yeah. I mean, think about it. They're still gonna have Hart, Kuzma, and Lonzo. I think Ingram's contract is gonna be up a year earlier, but still though, like, they still got them all on for cheap. That gives us two max spots. Anyways, on that note, the 2 max spots, you wanna what do you think? Like, you think LeBron's gonna come, or you think George is gonna come? Like, what is it?
It's a really weird time. Like, I mean, I'm LeBron. I'm wavering on. Like, I don't know why, but I still can see it happening. What? But I'm more. I don't know. I'm wavering on it, but I think eventually it will happen. Whether it happens this summer or not, I'm not sure. But hey, with Paul George, the thing to me is this: like, we got to see what happens in the playoffs. Like, I mean, that's really the answer. Like, I mean, if they lose in the first round, I think he's gonna be pushing to get out. Like, and there's only one other team he wants to go to. Like,
right.
And I feel like if he's available, Magic's not gonna. I feel like he wouldn't pass him up. Like, if he's available, like, he's just like, yeah, I want to leave. Like, but hey, if the OKC goes to the conference finals, or I don't know. Like, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think they.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
But hey, I mean, there's a chance. Like, they have good players on their team. Like, the chemistry, whatever. I don't know. But we'll talk about that. But yeah,
yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. I think Paul George. I don't know if I mean, forget about the Thunder, like, whether they go out, but I think he has to play like a good series. Like, if he's like not playing like himself, like his own personal numbers, like a really good series, like, I don't know. I feel like Lakers might offer that contract to Randall. Like, I don't know, just because the way Randall's played towards the end of the season, so like, he's so efficient. I don't know if you want to throw Paul George like a less efficient player as of this moment, but You never know. I mean, Paul George is a solid. Like he's an all-star. So
there is a possibility the Lakers could get both of them though. I mean, they could.
Yeah, that's true, right?
Both. So I don't know. That's an option.
That's an option.
All right, let's move on. We just went on a tangent. I don't even remember where we came from.
That. My bad.
Let's talk about the Utah game. Dude, this Utah game, Brook Lopez went 0 for 10, 0 points.
Okay, tell me something new, man. Like,
hey, he's been balling kind of lately, but
he has. But dude, we've seen this like throughout the season. Like he's had like these
0 points,
like 0 rebound games. Like, what's going on? Like,
that guy could not hit water if he fell out of a boat.
All right, yeah, I don't want to talk about Bro too long. Josh Hart had 25, 4 boards,
solid.
2 steals, 2 blocks. Tyler Ennis, 22 points. Let's move on to the next game, Houston. This was the Andre Ingram game, so let's talk about this. Andre Ingram has been in the G League for 10 years.
I didn't even know the G League was for 10 years.
I don't know. I was surprised to hear that too. Like, I really was. And he's a really good dude. Like, this guy, like, I saw some of his interviews. He like tutors
cool story
and teachers. Sure. Yeah, like, he's just a good dude. And he got called up to the Lakers for the last 3 days of the season, which included 2 games, this Houston game and the Clippers game. He made more than half of what he does the whole year in the G League in just 3 days on the Lakers, which still wasn't that much money. Like, his salary on the G League is $26,000 a year, and for being on the Lakers for 3 days, he got like $14,000. Like, I knew those. I knew the contracts were low. I did know the G League was low, but it's not the season's not as. Actually, it seems like it's been going on for a long time. I don't know when it. Actually, I don't follow it, so I don't know when it ended. But I think the season's shorter and.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways,
D League and then. Anyways, but
so Andre Ingram, he made his first 3 shots, dude. You see that? Like he was.
Yeah, man.
He has
a pretty interesting release. Like, it feels like he was throwing it up, and I don't know, from the interviews I thought he was like taller, but I didn't know he was like, I don't know, what is he listed as, like 6 foot or like 6'1" or something?
Oh really? I thought I don't know. I felt like I looked like he was 6'3" or 6'4" or something.
Oh really?
That's what I didn't see what he was listed as though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe like 6'3", but yeah, dude, this guy came in. He had energy, dude. He just caught it and he just shot like without even thinking. Like, he was like, "This is my night. I'm gonna do it." And dude, this guy gave us like a crazy boost, and like the dude Staples was crazy buzzing, man. I mean, this guy comes out of the G League and just literally puts on a show. Like on the first game, like it's like a perfect like Hollywood story, really.
Yeah. So he had 19 points, 4 of 5 from the 3-point line. 3 blocks, 3 rebounds, 6 of 8 field goals. I mean, dude, it was. I was so hyped up. Like, I was sitting here watching the game, and I was just like, it was really exciting. And Staples Center gave him MVP chance at one point. That's how wild it was, and how he made his first nice. 4 shots. I think like that's what was cool. Like
4 for 4.
It's cool when you don't.
He ended like 6 for 8, right?
Yeah, it's cool when you just like. The momentum just keeps going, like, when you make your first 3-4 shots, that's cool.
It was real nice. Like,
and he shot like an insane 48% from the 3-point line this season in the G League. That's insane. Like, if that was,
I think he knows a record for like most threes made too, right?
Yeah, I'm sure he's been there for 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years. Like, you have to like.
Yeah. And he won the 2016 G League 3-point contest.
But you know what's surprising though, like. With those crazy numbers, how come no team has ever called him before? Like, if he's been in the league, in the G League for 10 years, like, how come no team has ever pulled him up? When the game is evolving into, like, a 3-point shooting game, like, why wouldn't you not, because there's other teams that have way worse 3-point shooters, and that's what they're supposed to do. And, like, as role players, they can't even do it.
Yeah.
Like, if you make this guy, like, a, spot up 3-point shooter, you feel like more teams would be able to benefit with, like, a guy with his skills.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Yeah, it's just hard. It's just, it's just the G League. It's just one of those, just the stigma of the G League. There's so many players, and like, it's like, I don't know. I'm sure it's, But, hey, one thing I wanted to say about this, what really stood out to me from this, though, was really how magical Magic Johnson is. Like, if you think about it, Magic Johnson just made somehow he's just a magical dude. He made this happen. Like that's how I saw it. Like, I saw Magic. He somehow just, like, he ended the season in such like a cool way. Like, and you just knew it was gonna work out. Like, just knowing,
it's crazy. It's just the Lakers just getting, like, increasing their fan base. Really, like, people see the story and it's like separate from what the game was, but just this guy's story. People are fans of that.
Yeah,
it's gonna make people want to be like, oh, the Lakers are a cool organization. I want to root for them.
Yeah.
So it was great. Like, from in a way to get more market share and more fans, like a standpoint.
Yeah, it was buzzing on social media. Like,
it's crazy. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna come out to like people who don't even watch the game of basketball, don't even watch the Lakers at all, and that story's gonna stand out. It's definitely gonna like win them over, I think.
Yeah, that's That's Magic doing his magical things. Like,
it's crazy.
It was so smart. How did you think to like pull that off? I mean, somehow you picked the perfect dude. Like, it was just like, and it's just cool. Like, you just gotta love Magic. It'll be interesting. Could you think it's possible next season, like, he'll be on a roster, like, kind of like, I mean, the Lakers pulled David Nwaba out of nowhere and all this.
It's possible. I mean, we've seen guys like Caruso, and we've seen guys like Travis Ware. Like, we've seen guys like everyone. Like,
the Lakers gave him a chance.
The Lakers gave him a chance. Like, why not? Like,
Lonzo needs shooters. LeBron needs shooters.
Yeah, I mean, like the dude just making that 3-point shot is just so valuable in today's game. Like, like, how can you not use it? You know? Hey, he proved himself in the 2 games that he played. I mean, he played an excellent game and he helped the team get a W in the next one. So, it's a great story for him. So,
all right, let's finish up this Houston game. Yeah, it was really the Ingram story. Josh Hart had 20 and 7.
Solid.
That's what. I mean, he was just
always.
And I just looked, and then so last game of the season was a Clipper game. I didn't watch it. I looked at the box score. Josh Hart had 30.
I'm really happy we ended the season with the W over the Clippers. Like, I really am. So it's good. I mean, regardless, like, teams weren't playing, but you remember the first game of the season, what happened, and how Patrick Beverley like hit Lonzo. I think Lakers had to like finish the season with the W. It's a good, like, it's like a message sent out.
Yeah. All right, Gary Payton had 25 points and 12 rebounds.
This dude was balling, dude. The first quarter, I think he scored like literally like 9 straight points. He had like 11 or something in the first. I mean, this guy was making plays, getting boards, like, making shots. So, like, he just looked really good. I'm surprised he hasn't, gotten he's gotten the opportunities, but in the few minutes that he plays, like, he hasn't had a chance to get in the flow. I think prove himself, but he played really well this last game. I'm happy to see him have a good game.
Final thing from this game, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope left early in the first quarter with like a shoulder injury.
What?
So I don't know, that's something. I mean, that's something to like just keep an eye on going into the summer. Speaking of going into the summer, let's talk about the Lakers' current roster as of today. We have 5 players under contract right now. I'll start with the lowest paid. Both Hart and Kuzma are making $1.7 million next year.
Nice. That's real nice.
I mean, dude, Kuzma should be making.
He's gonna be making more.
Yeah.
But,
and what Ingram's making, like, I think like $5.5 million.
He's still on his rookie contract.
Yeah, he's still on his rookie contract. So far the roster's Hart, Ingram, Kuzma, Lonzo is under his contract, like $7.5 million, I think. That's the 4. And the last player on the Lakers roster is none other than Luol Deng.
Oh my God!
$18 million. Luol Deng next year will be making more money than Lonzo, Ingram, Kuzma, and Hart combined.
Who did this? Man,
if you think about how, and not only that, he's under contract the next year too for $18 million. Like, for the next 2 years, Luol Deng.
Like, anyone in the right mind, like, for such a blunder of a mistake, like, you would think the person before this, whoever did that, their intention was, I think, to tank the Lakers for them not to win. Like, it had to be. Like, when I think about it now, like, I think there was like a different goal set. It was not winning a championship, but it was like Jim Buss, like this probably wasn't making the championship, but it was, you know, making more money or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, to give them 4-year contracts on top of that, Luol Deng
That's
and
crazy.
Mozzie, like at those prices,
there has to be a different.
There's no
intention,
way
like,
a human you can rationally.
It's just
come with that.
so
It's like,
bad. Like it's just so lopsided. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. So I mean, you think about it, if we didn't have that impediment, like where we could be this season. I mean, that's a superstar player. That's another. At least a Pope, another Brook Lopez, or something, you know, something better.
I mean, hey, we got rid of Jordan Clarkson. Like, he would have been on that, so.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, dude, this Luol Deng situation, I don't know. It really hurts. It really hurts when I think about it.
The only way for them to be able to get rid of that is they have to, like, give up a pick or something. Like, it's the only way, or else they have to, like, just I don't know. I don't know exactly how waiving works, but I know even if you waive someone, you have to pay them, and it's still on your books or something. So it doesn't really change.
Right.
It doesn't really do anything like other than get them off the bench. Like,
yeah.
Hey, speaking of the bench, was Lonzo on the bench at all the last 3 or 4 games? Like, I saw the last one, like Ingram and Kuzma. I saw, but
against the Clippers, he was there.
Oh,
it was just him and Ingram. But you know, it's funny. I didn't see Kuzma on the bench, which was interesting. But yeah, the games before that, I did not see Lonzo on the bench, but I did see Lonzo and Ingram in the game against the Clippers.
Yeah,
yeah, Kuzma was out, but I thought he would at least be on the bench. Yeah, man. Hey, did you see Magic Johnson and Rob Pelinka's exit interview?
I did not. I saw most of the players, but I didn't see Magic's and Rob's.
Yeah, Magic and Rob, they actually said explicitly, like, we've told these players, like, and they said names, Ingram, Lonzo especially, they want to see him in the gym. Like, they told Lonzo, like, hey, this is going to be the biggest summer, quote, the biggest summer of your life, like, and you have to prove yourself now. Like, you got to be in the gym, working out, getting stronger, like. And Magic said, like, we need Lonzo to play more games, and in order for him to play more games, he's got to be in the gym and work out and, you know, fix that shot. They said they're not gonna obviously change his shot, which obviously you wouldn't want to do, but they just want him to be able to knock it down, like, consistently. So, yeah, I'm glad Magic said that. Like, that's what I want to hear if I'm a Laker fan. So, yeah, I'm excited to see Lonzo come back, and I really want him to kill it, like, next season. Like,
yeah. Yeah, no, I think even if Lonzo can have a similar improvement from year 1 to year 2, even as like Ingram did, I think it would be
amazing.
Yeah, it'd be amazing. Like, he'd be,
yeah.
I mean, at the age of 20, 21, what he'd be doing would be really.
It's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah. And yeah, no, let's talk about this. What do you think? Okay, let's move to Ingram. What do you think Ingram should work on this summer? Like, what would you?
I mean, get stronger. Like, he's still. I mean, it's crazy how much more stronger he has gotten. You know, but I feel like his ceiling is, like, really high, and, you know, he's still got a lot more room for improvement. You know, I mean, he looked amazing. He's evolved so much from, like, when he was a rookie to where he is now. Like, just, you know, putting up big numbers and, like, being able to take it to the basket and being able to finish. But yeah, I want to see him work on his free throws for sure. Maybe shoot a 3 a little bit more, but yeah, I would say, yeah, his threes and free throws for sure, and obviously get stronger.
Okay, what do you think about for Kuzma?
Kuz, it's, I mean, same thing. Like, dude, this guy has literally a killer mentality, Kobe mentality, and I think he's gonna put that work in, the same work that Kobe put in.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna do that, and I just think he's just gonna come an even more, like, refined and better scorer. Like, I'm sure he's gonna work on his footwork. I feel like he can work on that a little bit better. Yeah, I mean, but he what's in his favor is got, like, the utmost confidence. So I think it's just gonna magnify whatever he works on. Like,
so what do you? What if you pick one thing that is the main thing he should work on? Like,
his footwork.
Footwork,
for sure.
What about Randall?
I don't know, dude. He's gotten so much more better. I want to say a jumper, but at the same time, I don't want him to shoot jumpers because he's so good down low. You know, it's kind of tough for Randall. Like, and I think he said he's gonna do, like, another body transformation thing this summer. You know, like, I don't know if he's gonna come back even stronger, even faster. Like, I think that's it. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I really, at this point, I really don't want him to shoot jumpers. Really, I feel like he's just so effective, just finishing around the basket. Like, I think if he gets just stronger and faster, I think that's good for Randall.
Okay. What about last one? We'll do is Jay Hart.
Josh Hart. Josh Hart. Let's see. I don't know, dude. Even he's really good too, man.
Okay.
He's so solid, like all around. He's got to work on something. I mean,
what do you think?
Just his all around game, like
everything.
I feel like he's really not lacking anything. Like, I mean, because he just plays his role. Like he doesn't try to be like some crazy like superstar, but he like quietly puts up the numbers and he just plays his role. Like he's just like the perfect role player. Like,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, he filled in that gap for Nance. I mean, he does like the intangibles. It's like how you've been preaching it. Like he does intangibles. Like,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, he I don't know what his percentage is from 3, but he's shooting a good 3-point percentage. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, let's see, I have it. He shot 38% this year.
38%, dude, that's not bad at all.
That's really good.
That is really good. Like, hey, he can get up to 40, like 45. Yeah. I'm sure he's capable of doing it, stay healthy. Like, that's it. But I did feel like he got skinnier after he came back from that hand injury. But anyways, that's just, maybe I'm just tripping.
Yeah.
Stay off the weed.
Yeah, speaking of role players, let me quickly ask you this. Let's move. Actually, one thing I want to say was it'd be interesting to see if any of these young guys play in Summer League this summer. Like, that'll be interesting. Ingram definitely won't.
No, actually, Magic actually said it today. He said that Lonzo's not going to play and Kuzma's not going to play. Okay. Josh Hart is going to play.
They didn't say anything about Ingram, though. Ingram probably won't.
No, Ingram's not going to play. He didn't say anything about Ingram. But
they already ruled him out?
Yeah, they ruled him out first.
I'm not surprised at all.
Hey, they better be playing every single preseason game. I don't want to see another, like, oh, we're going to rest you for preseason. Like, no.
Yeah, no. I don't
they got to be playing,
that.
like...
All right, yeah, but as I was saying, speaking of role players, let's say hypothetically the Lakers needed a 1-year deal, for next season. Just between Isaiah, KCP, and Brook Lopez, who would you want to give that 1-year deal to?
Isaiah, KCP, and Brook Lopez, a 1-year deal. Dude, I really got to say KCP, dude. I don't know. I just have to. I just feel like he's so much more solid. Like, dude, he's been solid this whole season. His 3-point percentage is amazing. Like, he plays defense. He's got the length. He can run. He can shoot the 3. Like, exactly what you need. He's a solid role player. I mean, I've been saying it since the beginning of the season. Like, when he's in, I really feel like I don't feel tense how the Lakers are going to be playing on defense. I just feel like he kind of like sets that tone for the team. Putting pressure on a guy up at the 3-point line. And, getting in passing lanes, having his getting steals, like just being active. Like, I think he's like really contagious towards the whole team in terms of playing defense. So, yeah, I would want KCP, but Brook Lopez, no, definitely no. But I don't know if I had. I would put him last on the list, really. Maybe even Isaiah second. Like, so
even with the injury,
even with the injury, yeah.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
But I would have to put KCP first.
Okay. Well, yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to talk about before we do the awards and the about the Lakers summer. So the draft, we have 2 picks. We have like the 27th pick and I think the 44th pick, something like that. So hey, hopefully we can strike gold in that. Hopefully we, Summer League is as exciting this summer as it was last summer. We won the championship last Summer League summer. Hopefully we get 2 rookies that are balling out on this. We had both the regular season, the MVP and the Finals MVP of Summer League on our team this past summer, Kuzma and Lonzo. So hey,
you hear about Laker scouts going out to check out Jello?
Stay in your lane.
I did read that.
You hear about the rumors that Lakers might pick him. I mean, what do you think?
I can't see that. I really can't see them taking.
What do you think?
I can't see them drafting him. Like, it wouldn't be like following their fiduciary duty is how I feel about it, because I'm not saying he's not going to be on. I think he's going to be on the Lakers.
Oh, what are you talking about, man?
I'm really thinking more and more that I think he's going to end up on the Lakers, but I just don't see them drafting him. Like, I feel like they'll just put him on the G League team undrafted. It's not worth it to waste a pick. I'm saying specifically, if the Lakers, they need to do their due diligence. You got to find out, like, if no one's going to draft him, if you know no other team has any interest in him, it would make zero sense to draft him.
Would you take him for the 44th pick?
Not if I thought there was someone like a lot better, like, I mean, available. Like, I mean, we got, if there's like a Josh Hart available at 44, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, if someone I feel like could be a really good player, I don't think that would be wise. Like, these draft picks are so valuable. You can't wait. You really can't waste them.
Hey, you gotta put your trust in Magic, though. I know for sure he's gonna be able to see it. You know.
I'd be shocked if they draft him. Like, I'm saying, but specific, I'm saying it'd be different though if, let's say, other teams were interested. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm saying if there are none, which it sounds like there isn't.
Do you think LeVar Ball would go crazy on Magic if he didn't pick him? Do you think he would have a story?
I don't think. I mean, I don't think it would be. I mean, I don't think anything would come of it. Even if he did, I don't think that would like cause anything bad to happen. Like, I mean, because I'm saying I think the Lakers will put him on the G League team and then just bring him up. Like, that's what I think. Makes sense. I think he's gonna be on the Lakers. I really do.
I think that makes perfect sense.
Like, I think he will be on the Lakers. So I'm just saying, I don't think they're gonna draft him. Like, I just don't think that'd be wise. Like, in the context of no one else wants him, so it's like you're wasting it. Like, you can get it for. Would you want to pay for something, or when you know you can get it for free, like that kind of thing.
Right.
So, but no, we'll see. But I, from my understanding, like, no other team has any interest in him. Like, there's no one thinks he's So, I don't. But no, we'll see. All right, let's do the I don't know, just some random like trivia. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna see if you can answer these questions. What you think about this season? Cue up the Jeopardy music. Let's start with all right,
Final Jeopardy. All right, I'm wagering.
Who do you think? Who led the Lakers in total blocks this year? Would you?
Total blocks?
Yeah. Who would you say?
I have to go with, let's see, Brook Lopez.
Yes. That was
ding, ding.
That was probably the easiest question I'm gonna ask this whole time. Actually, well, this next one's pretty.
Hopefully,
all right. Who do you think led us in total steals this year?
Total steals. Oh, this is gonna be tough. I want to say Lonzo, but I can't say him because he was out for 30 games. I would probably say Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Yes.
Yes?
Correct.
Ding, 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 ding. All right, I'm on fire. This is the only category I'm going to win. Watch.
All right. I want you to rank these three players from highest to lowest free throw percentage this year.
Okay, this is going to be tough. All right.
Kuzma, Randall, Ingram.
Highest to lowest. This is going to be tough. Let's see. How about Kuzma, Randall, Ingram?
That is incorrect.
Oh, dang.
The answer, surprisingly, you will be surprised. I was surprised when I saw
Don't tell me
this.
Ingram's the highest.
No.
Don't tell me Ingram's the highest.
It's not Ingram.
Right. Okay. Randall.
It's Randall.
Okay.
Randall shot better than Kuzma. I was shocked when I read it. I saw that.
That's crazy.
And I did notice Kuzma was missing. I noticed him missing free throws.
He has missed. I mean, the whole team has missed.
Yeah. But I mean, for as good a shooter as this is what's weird. It's like Kuzma's such a good shooter, and Randall's not. But yet, in shooting, just a regular straight line shot.
I feel like Randall had a lot more attempts though.
Yeah, but I mean,
balance out.
That could work. That usually will work against you. If you're not a good shooter, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for you. I mean, and this isn't good. I mean, this is just.
Right. I mean, to balance out your average, maybe. Yeah, but that's true.
Yeah, but
no, but I mean, there were games where Randall had like bad shooting, but then there were games like what you told me last game. He had who was it against? He had 10 for 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, so That's surprising though. But I'm sure I knew Ingram had the worst though.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's good for Julius to be above 70%. I wonder if he was above 70% last year. Do you?
I don't know. I feel like he wasn't. I don't know why.
Yeah. All right. Who do you think led the team in 3-point percentage?
Oh, this is tough. I don't know. Like, let's see. I want to say Andre Ingram, but
no, I mean,
throughout the season, yeah. 3-point percentage is tough. I want to say either KCP or Josh Hart, but I'll go with KCP.
Wrong. The answer.
That was going to be Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
But, dude, Ingram didn't shoot a lot. Like, he could have shot more. I mean, think about it. Like,
yeah.
His percentage, he had the highest percentage. He didn't shoot enough threes.
Yeah, like, no, actually, really. And on that, I noticed this. Listen to this. Brook Lopez made more threes this year
with a way shittier percentage
than Ingram attempted.
Really?
Yeah. Brook Lopez made more threes than Brandon Ingram attempted.
Come on, man. That's just lopsided. Like, you telling me Luke Walton didn't read that? He didn't, like, get on. Ingram would be like, yo, dude, start shooting some threes. Like, come on.
Yeah, like
this whole coaching staff didn't tell him, like, I mean, we saw Ingram shoot a little bit more threes, but it was more towards, like, the latter part of the season. Like, come on. Like, the team, the coaching staff, no one caught that, like, in the beginning of the season, like, and started telling, like shoot more threes, like.
Yeah. All right, let's do last question. How many 3-pointers do you think Julius Randle made this season?
Let's see. This is tough. I think I would have to go with, how about 12?
That is incorrect. The answer was 10. You were close.
Yeah.
You were close.
Almost. I was actually thinking about 8 too. I should have just gone the average. Anyways, 12. Yeah. We should get some more trivia in here maybe next season. All right, let's move on to Laker awards. Let's just quickly give our awards. Let's start with Defensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year. If there's a co-defensive, I might have to give it to KCP and Julius Randle. Like, I mean, KCP, dude, this guy was just, his energy was everywhere. Like, this great on-ball defender. Like, hands up, this guy's quick, puts pressure guys out, above the three. Like, and he's fast. Like, I think he led the Lakers in steals or close to it. And then Randle, he doesn't get that many block shots, and his arms are short or whatever, but dude, like, this guy, he plays that bully ball and he's strong. Like, he can push guys out, and when he switches to smaller defenders, like, he's a pretty good on-ball defender. Like, he doesn't let smaller guys go past him. We've seen him make big stops. Like, but dude, Lonzo's great too. Like, I think the team ranked like 12th in defense. Like, everyone was good. Like, Ingram is a great defender, dude. He's blocking shots. So yeah, I mean, I'd have to give it to them too, but Lonzo's close. He's right there. Like,
yeah, that's interesting. We have different picks on this. My Defensive Player of the Year is Lonzo. Just the peak defense I saw from him I thought was so spectacular, and I was super impressed with his D.
He's amazing, dude. This guy was watching, like, he can read plays like 2-3 steps before it happens.
Yeah,
like he's just amazing. Like, how many times did we see him just like get like steals from just like guys looking the other way? Like, it felt like he did it like every game. Yeah, like he's just like playing like quarterbacking the defense, like playing free safety. Like, he's just seeing the whole court, like just making defensive plays. Dude, how many times have we seen him like run back down on like 90 feet? Like, if Lakers miss or like he loses the ball, like he'll chase the defender down and like poke it away. Like, he's done that multiple times this season.
Yeah. No, he's spectacular. Like, I was really impressed with how good a defender he was. I didn't know that about him. All right, let's do Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year. Gotta give it Kuzma. Kuzma for sure. Like, Lonzo played great. Josh Hart played great too, but he's amazing, dude.
Yeah, no, Kuzma. Yeah, it's definitely Kuzma. Kuzma, along with Ingram and Randall, led the team in scoring at 16.1 points per game this year, which is pretty incredible. Like, the odds of 3 players averaging the same number being your leading team scorers.
Kuzma used to average more, I think. I remember he was at 17.5 for a while, and then it dipped.
Yeah.
But still amazing.
Yeah, no, Lonzo just... I mean, just look at the shooting numbers, and it's just definitely Kuzma. Like, I mean, Lonzo had a good year.
Hey, at least he averaged double figures.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
it might not have been pretty, but we can say he's able to score a little bit, 10 points.
Yeah.
For shooting so bad, like.
Yeah. All right, let's do 6th man of the year.
6th man of the year, I'd probably have to give it to. This lineup has changed like constantly throughout the year. Like, I don't know. Coach Walton, this dude never settled on any lineup, but I think I'd have to give it to Kuzma. Like, I feel like he started, like, he's been starting now towards the end of the season, but I feel like a good portion of the season he's came off the bench, so I'd have to give it to him. Yeah. I mean, it's either Kuzma or Josh Hart, but I mean, if you really can't. If Kuzma's going to be off the bench, then we got to give it to Kuzma. Let's do... I made up this one. Let's do role player of the year. Role player... If there's a co-role player, I'd probably have to give it to KCP and Josh Hart. I mean, 2 guys solid who can score and play defense, like, consistently as well. So, I mean, for me, that's... like the perfect role players, and they've had games where they've like stepped up like above their role player expectation and just really led the team. Like, that's why I gotta give it to both of them.
Yeah, I've had KCP down, so yeah, no, KCP was super solid this year. I really enjoyed watching him play, especially like once he got out of that detention center in like January. Like, he was really good once he came back and normalized himself. All right, last one. MVP.
This is tough. I mean, if Ingram played all 82 games this season, I might have to give it to him, but I really have to go with Julius Randle, just from the way he just closed out the season, the way he's played since All-Star break. I mean, this guy is so efficient. Just finishing around the basket, like, played all 82 games. He just really led that charge by the team. Like, I mean, I don't even want him to shoot a jumper now. I just want him to finish around the basket, and he's been really good at it. Feels like every single game he's getting like 20 and 10, but I think I'll have to give Randall the MVP for this season.
Yeah, no, I'm in agreement. A big part of it definitely is the games. Like, Ingram only played 59 games compared to Randall playing all 82. Ingram, despite playing 6 less minutes per game than Ingram, is averaging the same amount of points per game. He really like led the charge and was super consistent from like January to March for like when we had like a lot of wins. Like, I mean, he counted for a lot of the wins, most of the wins this season. Definitely. Like, I would say like him. And he was almost 20-10 every night, it seemed like. Yeah. And the consistency and the games played definitely just favor Randall. All right, Laker Nation, that about wraps up this last podcast of the season. It was a lot of fun. We learned a lot about podcasting, and unfortunately we had some technical difficulties and couldn't quite get our playoff analysis into this podcast, but we're gonna take some time off, probably record a podcast not until like the draft and summer league. But yeah, no, we definitely want to grow GTLA Lakers. Keep listening, stay on top, follow the Instagram at GTLA Lakers 818. And hey, it's an exciting time for the Lakers. Lakers stock is definitely on the rise. Who knows what will happen this summer? Any stars might come. Maybe we'll just stick with the young core. I'm very intrigued, really excited for the Lakers' future. And hopefully we get, that championship, soon, within the next 3 years or something, hopefully. But all right, Laker Nation, take care. Thank you for listening, and we will talk to you very soon. And shout out to the artist that made this beat. The artist's name is Fleslet.
Yeah, I mean, Donovan Mitchell he's averaging I think 4 more points than Ben Simmons. But yeah, I mean, Ben Simmons, his rebounds and assist numbers are up. But look at Donovan Mitchell's leading a Utah Jazz team. I think what are they, like the number 4th seed or something like that? Like, no one would have thought. Like, I really would have thought okay, Gordon Hayward's gone. Like, the Jazz are a better team than they were last season. And they're led by a rookie like Donovan Mitchell. This guy's putting up crazy numbers. Like, he's so consistent, an amazing scorer. Like, and I kind of have to agree with that argument. You heard about their social media beef and like what's a true rookie and what's not. And I have to lean towards Donovan Mitchell. I mean, Ben Simmons has that. Yeah, granted, they both played their first game this season, but I think Ben Simmons has that whole year of training and eating right and working out and working on his game, working on his shot. He's had a whole year to do that. Like, the whole NBA has 3-4 months between each season. This guy's had a whole year to do that. And I feel like if you had put Donovan Mitchell in that same position where he got a whole year to work on his game, I think he'd be even better than what he is right now. Mm-hmm. So I would have to give it to Donovan Mitchell.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm going with Ben Simmons. I just think as far as who was playing a really high level of basketball for the majority of their year, it was Ben Simmons. Like, Donovan Mitchell caught on. I mean, he was good all year. Like, he was playing behind Rodney Hood to start the season. Like, Ben Simmons, longevity wise, had pretty much been picked up from game one.
Yeah, he's been super consistent. Like, that's true.
Averaging you said Donovan Mitchell was averaging 5 more points than Ben Simmons, but Ben Simmons averaging both 5 more rebounds and 5 more assists than Donovan Mitchell. But it is tough. I mean, really, I would pick Co. And the reason is because the way their seasons are ending. I mean, the Jazz, I think, won 32 of their last 35 games.
That's nuts.
And then and I feel like somewhere in the middle there, when that happened, Donovan Mitchell actually passed Ben Simmons in my mind. Like, it was Ben Simmons all year for me until beginning March, middle of March, when the Jazz won that streak. But then the Sixers ended the season on a 15-game win streak. And Joel Embiid didn't play for half of those games. So and I feel all right, Ben Simmons, I just if I had to choose one, edge. Yeah. But let's move on. Let's do the Indiana Cleveland, last of the first round of the East.
Cleveland, Indiana.
Cleveland's has a home court for 4-5 seeds.
I would have to go with the Cleveland for sure. Cleveland 5.
Okay.
Cleveland 5. I just see. I mean, LeBron, he's just playing amazing. I think he's going to play amazing against the Pacers. I see Oladipo, he's going to be exciting and stuff, but I don't know. I just really got to go with Cleveland on this. Just Cleveland 5.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone would not take Cleveland in this series. I'm going to say a sweep. Even though I don't think the Cavs roster is good, actually. I really don't. I mean, I think Rodney Hood, George Hill, Jordan Clarkson are all iffy guys.
JC.
Yeah, I'm excited to see JC and Nance there, but those aren't guys I feel like I can definitely rely on. But LeBron and just I don't know. I just feel like mentally seeing that Pacers logo, LeBron just not even he doesn't even care who's playing. He's just this is nothing to me. And he's just gonna completely dominate them and turn his game up a level. And I think his goal is going to be all right, I need to do this so I can get my rest. He's going to be I need to, if I just put in the energy and sweep, then I can chill out and rest before the next round. I feel like in his head he's going to be wanting to go for that. Even though Oladipo had a fantastic year, he's going to win the most improved player. It's the drop off between those two, it's
it's just a huge difference. And
then even then you compare Kevin Love to Miles Turner. I mean,
who else? Player? I can't really think of anyone else on Indiana other than Lance Stevenson.
They have Darren Collison.
Okay.
Demonatis Sabonis.
I just think LeBron is just going to make his team so much more better than what Oladipo is going to make his team.
Yeah. All right. So I got Cleveland sweep. All right. Let's move to the West. Rockets, Minnesota. Houston 1 seed. Timberwolves 8th seed. Who you got?
I'm going for Houston. Houston for sure, but I don't see it being a sweep. I'd say I gotta go with Houston, and I'm saying Houston in 6. I'm saying Houston in 6.
Wow.
Just because I see Jimmy Butler. I don't know. He's back, and I feel like he's gonna give Harden a run for his money. But I just think I don't know. I think Houston's 3-point shooting is just gonna trump whatever Minnesota does.
Yeah. I'm taking Houston definitely, and I'm gonna say a sweep.
Sweep.
Yeah. I'm gonna say a sweep.
I think I was thinking sweep earlier, and then just now I probably said 6. But
yeah. I seriously think Tom Thibodeau has done an awful job with the Timberwolves. I gotta be honest. I feel like every time I see them play, they play even despite having 3 young guys that like can get up and down the court and like they're really smart. I mean Wiggins, Butler, and Towns, like they seem to play so slow and lumbering and can't shoot 3. I think they're last place in threes made per game. This is against a Rockets team that
is number 1.
It's gonna be like lighting it up. Like the Rockets have been hot. They're going in. The Timberwolves just barely sneak into the playoffs.
Yeah, I definitely see the Rockets blowing them out for sure. At least 1 or 2 games. Like,
yeah, I think just Harden mentally is not going to have. I don't know. I feel like he's not going to be phased by this roster, and I see Andrew Wiggins not really. I feel like he's going to be he could be inconsistent. And Jimmy Butler's just coming off an injury, so yeah, I'm going to take a Rocket sweep. All right, let's do 2-7. 2-7 is Golden State, San Antonio.
Golden State, San Antonio. I would say something different if Kawhi was playing, but even if he was, I would still have to probably go with Golden State. But Steph isn't playing.
Yeah, Steph will not be playing in this round. We did see some footage of him.
We saw some footage. He looked pretty fine. In the back of my mind, I think they're just resting him because they're just totally not worried about San Antonio. I really think Thompson and Katie are just gonna just light it up. Any one of them is just gonna go off, and if they both do this, even with or without Steph, they're still gonna win easily. I think over San Antonio. But I'm going with Golden State in. I have to say I want to say a sweep, but I'm gonna say 5. I'm gonna say Golden State in 5.
Okay. Yeah, the Spurs are always such a mystery with how they do it.
Don't get me wrong. I want San Antonio to win. I hope Golden State loses, but my brain is saying Golden State in 5.
I mean, on paper, it looks like the Warriors should kill them. I mean, but it's the Spurs.
They've been playing really bad, dude. They've lost 10 of their last 17 games.
And that is something I do take. Even though the regular season, I don't take much stock in the regular season, but I do care about the last 10 or 15 games of a team season, like how they're flowing into the playoffs. I think that is a huge factor. And
what are you talking about, man?
Are not, they're not going in super hot.
What do you think?
The Spurs, they fought and battled and made sure they got into the playoffs. They almost fell out. I'm going Golden State. It's like if part of me thinks Durant is gonna really step up, but at the same time I could see him, at the same time I could, I feel like he should be hungry.
I think he's gonna average 35 a game.
Yeah, I just think Durant's gonna be too much for the Spurs, and I'm just gonna take a sweep, even though I don't feel super confident about that. I really don't, but I'm just gonna take it. All right, then let's move on to Portland, New Orleans. Portland 3, New Orleans 6.
I think 2 of the most exciting players to see in this playoffs, and Damian Lillard and obviously Anthony Davis. But I'm going with Portland. And I don't know. I have to say Portland in 6.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I just think Portland, they've been playing really well together. And dude, Damian Lillard, he's ascended to like the next level for sure. Like he's just playing amazing basketball. Don't get me wrong, like Anthony Davis, he's going to put up some crazy numbers, but I just think as a team wise, I think Portland's is a much better team. Shooting wise, they just you got 3-point shooters all around. You got CJ McCollum there, and I'm going with Portland in 6.
Yeah, so I mean, what the Portland has going for them, what I like, and why I'm picking Portland is they've been in the playoffs for like I think this is their third straight year now. They've gotten better every year, like records. They just have like this consistency of getting better and rising up. The Pelicans they made the playoffs 2 years ago. They didn't make it last year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they didn't make it.
And I feel like Portland I feel like their mindset is playoffs, like just having kind of been there and gotten better each year. And
I think their last game they beat Utah, right, at home.
Yeah. On the other side, though, Portland has no one to stop Anthony Davis. Absolutely no one.
It's true.
Anthony Davis, I think, will average 35 a game that series. I will say this: if Anthony Davis, just kind of like my Giannis hypothetical, if Anthony Davis today is a top 3 player, they'll win the series. Like, I mean, if he, that's how he can prove it. So, like, to be, I'm not saying. I just mean today. He's still young. He can still reach there. But I mean, yeah. I mean, he has as of now. He hasn't accomplished anything.
He doesn't have like the right guys around him.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Drew Holiday. Like he's solid. I mean, obviously they're missing Boogie. Like, I mean, it's gonna be Rondo. Like, let's see. I think Rondo's the catalyst for them. But I see Portland's backcourt and their team totally outplaying them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Portland and it's gotta be 5 or 6. I'm gonna go with I'll go with 6. I'm gonna go with you on 6. Anthony Davis wins them 2 games, and yeah. All right, let's do 4-5. Jazz, Oklahoma. Oklahoma's 4. Jazz is 5. So Oklahoma has home court.
I think this is the most exciting series of the first round.
This is a very intriguing series.
This is going to be... I'm definitely going 7 games.
Okay.
For sure, 7 games.
Okay.
This is going to be tough. It's hard. I don't know. It's hard for me to really pick a team, but I'm definitely saying 7 games. I have to go with 1. I think I might... This is tough. Probably, I don't want to say it. I really don't want to say it, but I think I might have to go with Utah. I just think that, I mean, as a team, again, regardless, I mean, think about it. Like, Donovan Mitchell is averaging, their leading scorer is a rookie, averaging 21. Not even 21, 20.5, I think. And just the team is just playing phenomenal basketball. Like, they're on a hot streak. Like, they're really gelling, like, really well right now. And I just think as a team, I think it's going to be the team ball versus, like, you know, OKC's individual ball. Like, in terms of, I think Carmelo Anthony, he's not the player that he was, and he has to step up. I think if Carmelo Anthony doesn't step up, and I think his chances are slim for having a good series, I don't see OKC winning.
I think Utah ended the season winning like 32 of their last 36 games, which is insane. And it's weird to feel like you want to pick the team where it's a rookie leading the charge versus last year's MVP. But I'm going with Utah. Their team, I feel like they know who they are. Their identity is set in stone. I feel like the Thunder don't have one, and I mean, their identity is Westbrook, and Westbrook I just don't trust. I'm going Utah in 6. Which is tough though because Oklahoma has home court, and they have a good home crowd. But
Oklahoma does have home court, right?
Yeah.
Huh. That could play a factor. I mean, I'm saying it's going 7. Like, you can make a reason to go for any team. Me personally.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I had to pick one, I'd probably go with Utah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do what the next round would be. It'd be based on our picks. Toronto, Cleveland in the semifinals.
Toronto, Cleveland. This is gonna be good. If it was Toronto, Cleveland, I mean, I would have to see how the two series ended. But if it was Toronto, Cleveland right now, I might have to go with. It's tough to say, but I might have to go with Toronto.
Wow.
I mean, you never know. Like I'm going with Toronto if and only if Kyle Lowry is the Kyle Lowry of the regular season, which I don't believe.
It's a big if.
If he's not, then I'm going with Cleveland.
Okay, but no, you got to give me your pick. You said Toronto, I think.
I said Toronto. Okay. The thing is, I don't believe Kyle Lowry is going to have an amazing playoffs.
Oh.
So I might have to go with Cleveland. And I just think LeBron is going to be at 100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, how many games?
How many games? I'd say Cleveland in, let's say, Cleveland in 7.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go Cleveland in 6. Yeah, I mean, I just think the Raptors are who they were. I mean, are who they are, and I think LeBron the last 2 or 3 years
dinosaurs.
has taken the Raptors have gone to like 6 games always, it seems like, and I'm just gonna go with in my head I remember it being the last couple of years.
I think Cleveland they had a big win against them towards the end of the season.
They beat them twice in the last like 3 weeks of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be in the baby dinosaurs' heads, so like for sure.
Yeah. Okay, let's do Celtics Philadelphia with Celtics having home court.
Celtics in Philly. I'm going with Celtics in 7. They got the home court. It's going to be Brad Stevens, his experience versus Philly's all a bunch of young rookies. I feel like they're not going to be able to close it out in a close series.
Okay, we differ pretty strongly on this one. I'm going to take the Sixers in 5.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I think.
Damn.
I think just the talent of Embiid and Simmons it's going to be too much for Boston.